สวัสดีครับอืมกลับมาเล่นกันใหม่อีกรอบเล่นกันต่อกับ Stein Gate เกมยาวกว่าที่คิดเอาไว้เยอะมากเพิ่งได้ครึ่งเกมกว่าๆลากไป30 ชั่วโมงละตอนแรกนึกว่า20 ชั่วโมงจบ ที่ไหนได้30 ชั่วโมงเพิ่งได้แค่ครึ่งเดียวโอเคเดี๋ยวมาอ่านกันต่อนะครับสวัสดีครับคุณกันสบายดีเนาะดีต้อนรับสู่ช่องครับผม It's the night of the 11th. I went back about 40 hours. My objective is to keep watch on the street vendors stand in the hope that Susan's father might appear. I sent Susan elsewhere. I don't want her to be disappointed if I come up empty-handed. สบายดีก็ดีแล้วครับ จะได้มาดูผมบ่อยๆ I'm standing out of sight, a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and soy milk to appease my glowing stomach. I've already been here for 2 hours. I've got to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Now it's 8 p.m. and the stand looks like it's about to close. Is this another waste of time? Did that foreigner give me false information? But just as I'm finishing my milk, someone approached the stand. Is that? I jump out of cover. Daru! Oh, Karin! Daru jumps in surprise. Are you doing here? I was gonna ask the same question. The storekeeper is looking at us funny, so we decide to change locations. Alright, Daru, what were you doing at the street stand? Don't tell me you were trying to counterfeit duplicates of tutor pins. Fine, I would tell you then. So, that's what happened. Daru was the suspicious character of the foreigner told me about. So, all that stuff about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons was referring to Daru's size. Could he have been more confusing? Damn it, it was all for nothing. Good thing I didn't bring Suzuha along. So, why were you trying to make counterfeit versions of the pin? I wasn't trying to counterfeit it. Close enough. Well, I meant it as a backup plan, I guess. Aren't she gonna be sad if we don't find her old man, right? ทำไมไม่มีเสียงวะ เดี๋ยวก่อนนะ แปลกๆละโถเอ้ย เสียงมาหรือยังวะเนี่ย So if that happens, I show her the badge I made and well, lie that her dad was here. เดี๋ยวก่อนนะ เล่นตั้งนานเสียงไม่มี เอ๊ะถ้าดู YouTube นี่มีเสียงหรือเปล่าเนี่ยก็มีเสียงอยู่นี่เอามีเสียงอยู่เหรอทำไมผมไม่ได้ยินนะ คนเล่นไม่ได้ยินแต่คนดูได้ยิน So if that happens I show her the batch I made and well lie that her dad was here So you give her false hope You don't have to put it like that. Remember, there are good lies and bad lies. Bad lies hurt people. Good lies save them. What eloge did you get that from? Cladan, and it's not an eloge. It's a visual novel that teaches you the meaning of life, so shut up. So should I call off Operation Fake Title? Do you really think that will make Susuha happy? Daru's expression suddenly turned sad. Amanechi told me not to tell anyone but I guess I better tell you. He got a big mouth as usual. Still, he seemed that serious, so I better hear him out. I heard this from Amanechi when we were discussing the repairs. Her time machine can only leap to the past. What? At first, I don't understand what he means. Nonsense. Title time machine could travel both ways. Did you actually see it? Well, no. Besides, when you say title, you mean the one who appeared in 2000, don't you? I don't know anything about that title. That's right, the title Eno and Susuha are necessarily the same person. Although the time machines are similar, there are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chiva and other looks like a satellite. So, wait. Once she leaves, she can't come back? You are saying that if you go to 1975, she can't return to 2010. Not without living 35 years in real time. Is he serious? Does that mean Susuha time machine can never return to 2036? Didn't I just say that? Then it's defective. Right. She said the time machine was incomplete. Incomplete? Incomplete? According to Amanechi, her old man built it in secret by reverse engineering CERN technology. But CERN killed him before he could complete it. Amanechi insists that it's fine as long as she can leap to the past, but... Are you sure about this? She said so herself. I don't think she was lying. So if she doesn't meet her old man before the time machine is repaired, she might never get another chance. So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin, as evidence that Susuha's father was here. But making a fake version of her father's pin isn't going to solve anything. A lie is a lie. But if we don't get caught, I wave down silent and massage my temple. Need to think. What difference does it make? True, Susuha might be sad about missing her father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Mayuri's safety. That's right. I must let my emotion control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. There's a Japanese proverb, he who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, there's a smile on Susuha's face. Now I understand what it means. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. The next day, as nightfall, I summoned all last men except Kurusu to Cardigan ผมคิดว่าผมจะเซฟเกมแล้วก็ลองออกเกมแล้วเข้าใหม่ดูนะครับ เดี๋ยวแป๊บหนึ่งเพราะว่าไม่มีเสียงเลยผมไม่ได้ยินเสียงของเกมอ่ะมีแต่เสียงตัวเอง ดี๋ยวลองออกเกมเข้าใหม่ดูเน็ตก็โอเคอยู่โอเคเดี๋ยวเข้าเกมใหม่เสียงมาละเมื่อกี้ผมไม่ได้ยินเสียงอะไรเลยโอเคต่อโถ่เอ้ย The next day as nightfall I summoned all labs swim except Kurisu to Korikan. It's boiling hot on the rooftop even in the evening. When I provide Dalu with the refreshing gift of cola, his bestie face tightened up.
おお、オカリン。
Wow, Okarin.
ここでキンキンに冷えた
And I
カロリー
suppose
ゼロの
zero
コーラの
calorie
差し入れ
cola.
とか
How
気
thoughtful
が
of
利
you.
きすぎだろう。
Dalu happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterwards, Daru and Susuha start discussing the time machine. Marjorie and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカリン
Hey Okarin, isn't it amazing that the satellite was a time machine?
あ
Yeah, I guess so.
ビルに突き刺さっちゃって
I'm
る
glad
けど
Susuha wasn't hurt
せぜ
in
さ
the
んの
crash.
無事でよかったあれって
I heard it's really hard
と
to
ても
drive.
難しい重力うんたらかんた
If
ら
the
装置
gravitational
の座標
was
がちょっとで
some
もずれるとね
coordinate
タ
are
イムマシンごと
just a
ジェリーマン
teensy
に
bit
なっちゃ
off.
って
The whole time machine becomes a jellyman and goes poop.
しかもね
And she even said her time machine unstable. It is not a third model.
あんまり1975
I'm worried about her trip to 1975.
二人乗りだったらね
Do you think I should go with her? I wonder if I would fit.
お前が一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
What would you do in 1975?
決まってるよ
I cheer Susan on, of course. I hold her hand super tight and tell her that everything is going to be
マユシー
okay.
が一緒だからねえねえオカリン
Hey
あ
Okarin,
のタイム
do
マ
you
シ
think
ン
the
って
time machine
名
has
前
a
はつ
name?
いてるの
気になるなら
If you want to know,
タイ
just ask
直接聞け
Taika.
ばいい。
そう
Oh
だね
yeah, Mayushi didn't think of that.
しっかりしてたよ
Marjorie giggles, then runs off to talk to Susuha. She returns a few seconds later.
名前
Yup,
あっ
it has a name.
た FG204 なんとかなんとか
FD204 something. Something, she said.
っていうかね
Anyway, don't you think
誰君
Daru-kun
と
and
すずさんって
Susuha-san are a
結
good
構
match?
お似合いだと思わない
I look at Daru and Susuha again.
ダルはそもそも
Daru or
フェ
about
イリスの目
fairies?
だ。
そっか
Oh, really?
そう
She
な
tilts
の
her head to the side.
マユシ
Hey,
の
can
タイムマ
Mayushi
シ
take a
ン
closer
も
look
っ
at
と
the
よ
time
く見て
machine?
きていいかな
I nod and Mayuri runs over to the time machine again. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. As Mayuri leaves, Susuha comes over to stand beside me. Our shadows are long and murky in the fading light.
橋田至ってすごいね
Shida
Time
Itaru
machine,
is amazing.
突貫工事とはいえ
He
う
said
ま
if
くする
things
と
go
明日には
well,
直せるかもって
he could have a time machine fixed by tomorrow.
見た目は不節制そうで冴え
And
ない感
he
じなの
looks
に
so
ね
unhealthy and slow. A refreshing breeze blows by. It was quite hot a few minutes ago, but the temperature is finally starting to drop.
あの
Hey,
今言わないと
There is something I want to say, and I feel like I never get another chance.
聞いてる
Are you listening? After a moment's hesitation, I give a little nod.
私さ
I'm really glad for
君たちに
you,
は
all of
本
you.
当にか初めてこの時代に来た
When
時
I came to this time, I
私
didn't
の
know
知ってる人
anyone.
は誰もい
I
ない
was all alone in a world completely
戦ってばっか
different
りだ
from my
った
own.
私の時代とこの時代の方がすごく
This
平和
era
な
is
の
so
にさ
peaceful. This is a wonderful thing.
私にと
But
って
it scared me. All I knew was the fight against CERN.
でもさ
But now I
今
have
こうして
friends,
自
real
分の
friends,
全てをさらせ
who
る
I
友
can
達
share my secrets with.
私が生まれる前に生きてい
All
た
these
人たちと
people
出
who
会え
lived before I was born are working so hard for my sake. It's a strange feeling,
てとても奇
but
妙
a
だ
happy one too.
その気持ちは
I wanted you to know that I have heard this verse before, just like the last time. My tone is wistful.
あのマシンは過去にしか飛べないらしいんだ。
Her time machine can only leap to the past. The truth I heard from Dalu plays in my head in an endless refrain.
この時代に来ることができて
Living with you guys
君た
in
ちと
this
同じ
time
時間を過
has
ごせ
been
て
really fun.
っていうか君たち
When I met
み
you,
んな
you
揃いも
were
揃って
all
長
so
強くて
strange and unique and
癖
over the
があっ
top.
て
I was kind of
いろいろ
shocked
と
at
濃すぎ
first
て
actually,
いつの間にか
but before I knew it,
君たちと
I
いる時間
started
が
to
楽し
enjoy
くなってて
spending time with you.
2036年はさと
2036 is
て
peaceful
も平
too.
和で
People don't even
喧嘩
fight
すら起き
anymore.
ないんだ
Did you know that? I shake my head.
とにかくさ
Anyway,
喧嘩すら起きない
people don't fight
お
ever.
よそ争いって名の付くものは
All form of
ミクロな
conflict,
ものか
war
らマクロな
included,
ものま
have
で
vanishes, blue
全部消えちゃった
without a trace.
その代わりみんな死んだ
Instead,
魚みたいな
everyone
目をし
has
てた
death eye like fish.
誰も覇気がなくて
No one has ambition.
歩く足
No
は
one dreams.
ズリズリってす
They
り足
just
で
trust through their life without a single complaint.
笑いはするけど
Oh, sure, people
怒った
smile,
り悲しんだりは
but
しな
they
くて
never get angry or sad.
個性なんて誰も持って
There
なか
is
った
no individuality. Everyone's
みんな
a
ロボット
robot.
みたいだこの前君が私にすごく怒ったでしょ
You got really mad at me before. Remember?
あの時すごくびっくり
I
して
was really surprised,
すごく
but at
ショ
the
ックだ
same
ったん
time,
だけ
I
ど
was really happy. Susuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは
You are all so bright and full of life. I envy you.
すごく椎名真由里も
Shina
橋田糸
Mayuri,
も
Hashida Itoru,
牧瀬クリスも
even Makise Kurisu, and of
それに
course, you.
君も私もみんなみたいにな
I
りたいっ
want
て
to
思
be
ったよ
more like you.
こうして頑張れてるのも
It's thanks to all of
君た
you
ちと会え
that
たお
I'm
かげ
still going strong.
ほんのちょっとでも
Being a lab
ラボ
mem,
面の一員に
even
な
for
れて
just a little while, was
よ
great.
かった
She smiles, then a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. This time, I know what that smile means.
ほんのちょっとの間でも
Being with you guys,
君
even for
たち
just
と
a
一緒
little
にいられ
while,
て
was great.
よかった
Susuha obviously knew from the beginning that if she traveled to 1975, she could never return.
岡部倫太郎
Change the future? Okabe Intro. Make it a
Mirai
world like
Akademi.
this one, where people can be free.
今みたいな
The first time I heard her
自由な世界
speak
に
these
変えて
words, I thought she was sentimental because she couldn't return to her original 2036. I was wrong. Forget about 2036. She can't even return here to 2010, not without living 35 years. She be 54 when 2010 comes around. The present us and the present Susuha can never meet again. Susuha chose this mission to change the future, to save Mayuri. Unless Suzuha travels to 1975, Mayuri will die. But then, what about Suzuha herself? When she leaves for 1975, she has to sacrifice everything she has here. How does she feel about that?
思い出を
Do you...
思い出を作ったことを
Do you regret spending
後悔している
time
か
with us?
どういうこと
What do you mean?
どうせ
Do you
1975年へ行く
regret
のなら
making friends here? New memories?
この
Do you
2010
wish
年
you
に
had
おいて
kept your distance?
そうすれば
You already abandoned one life.
お前が
Now
捨て
you
るべ
have
き
to abandon
生
another.
きてきた子お前は事実上
In a sense, it's like you are
二回
killing yourself.
もしかして橋
Did
田至から聞い
Hashida
た
Itoru tell you? Suzuha frowns.
あいつもお前のことを心配している
He's worried about you.
たく誰にも言うなって念を
I
押しと
told
いたの
him
に
not to tell anybody.
どうなんだ
Well, how do
お前
you
は
feel about going to 1975?
1975年へ行くことについて
どうもこうもないよ
It doesn't matter how you feel. Suzuha's expression suddenly hardens.
私は
I
行かなきゃい
have
け
to
ないんだ
go. It's the path I chose,
それが私
and
が
it's
選ん
what
だ
my
道だ
dad
し
wanted.
もし俺や
What
誰が止め
if
た
he asked you to stay?
無視する
I go anyway.
アットチャンネルでも言われた
One of those guys on that
私だけ
channel
の考え
asked
で
what right I have
何
to
億
change
人
the
にも影
future
響を
and
与えるよ
decide
う
the
な
fate of the
過去
human
改
race.
変を行うとは
He
何
had a
様だっ
point.
てねでもさ
But still,
あんな未
I
来
don't
に
want the future to turn out
なっ
like
てほし
that.
くないから私は
I want the
君たち
people
みたい
in
に
my time to be free like
自由
you,
で
free
笑
to
い合っ
laugh
て
and play,
時には
fight
喧嘩
and
もして
argue,
争
just
いがあ
sad
って
and
悲しい
cry.
時も未来を変えればきっと
If I change the future,
父さんも
then no one will die.
椎名
Not
真由里
you,
も
not
君も
China Mayuri,
セル
and
に
not my
殺され
dad.
ることはエゴかもしれないけど
Maybe I don't have
私は行
the
く
right, but I'm going anyway.
そのためなら
Even if you can,
お
even
前自身
return.
はどうなってもいいと
何言ってんの
Come
70年代
on,
だって
the
悪くないよ
70s aren't a bad time.
そこでまた
You know,
君たちみた
I
いな
find
愉快な
friends
友
there
達を作っ
just
て
like you guys.
自由に生きてい
We
くよ
have a blast. Just like that, Suzuha is back to her usual self. But despite her cheerful smile, I am certain that her resolve was forged from fears and doubt the likes of which few can imagine. I was a fool to think that my words could sway her. Beneath the clear blue sky, the time machine comes to life. Daru repairs are complete. Marjorie and I help drain the last of the water out of the cockpit. The machine is still stuck in Vatican wall, but that is small matter. Daru gazes at the time machine with a satisfied expression. Marjorie is jumping for joy, and Kurisu, who ran over as soon as she completed the time leap machine, is visibly relieved. Meanwhile, Suzuha is struggling to attach her mountain bike to the time machine exterior. She likes it so much she wants to bring it with her to 1975. Kurisu was worried that it might cause a time paradox. My heart is still heavy. Should I let Suzuha live like this? I chide myself for the thought. It's not my choice to make. Suzuha isn't from this time. If she doesn't want to stay, then I have no reason to keep her from leaving. Suzuha finishes securing her bicycle and turns to us with a soft smile. It's not the painful, forced smile I saw yesterday. We don't perform a startup test. Activating the time machine would draw too much attention. So we are just going to wing it. Fortunately, we have the time leap machine for insurance. My only regret is that we couldn't find her father.
みんな本当にサン
Thanks
キュー
guys, really.
なん
I
てお
can't
礼を言っ
thank
て
you
いいやら
enough.
マユシーたちのこと
Don't
忘
forget
れちゃ
about
嫌だ
us.
よ。
俺なら
If
僕
you
と
want to thank me,
チュッチュしてく
then
ださい。
let's make up.
変態は自重しろ。
Control yourself, Perf. The laugh mem pat Susaha on the shoulder and offer words of encouragement, each in his or her own way.
そうだ、
Oh,
Correct.
right. Take this. Susaha offers me her father pin. OSHM *** A 7010. In the end, we couldn't decipher the encryption.
岡部倫太郎、
This is
こ
for
れあげる
you,
よ。
Okabe Rintaro.
あ
Keep
の
it
ラボ
in
の
the
片
lab.
隅にでもいいからさ。
Somewhere out of sight, it's fine.
お前
Susuha. Is she regretting her decision to leave? Is this pin meant to be proof that Amane Susuha was here with us in this time?
ピンバッジのことだけどさ、
About the pin. Daru hesitates for a moment, then steps forward.
それと同じ図柄で
Why don't we
ラ
make
ボ面み
duplicate
んな
for
の分
all
を
the
作ったら
lab
どうかな。
Make it out
ラボ面の
I
証
guess.
っつうか。
それ
Wow.
すっごくいいかもだよ。
That's a great idea.
珍しく気が利くじゃない。
How unusual thoughtful of you. I
そういう使い方してもら
I
え
don't
る
know
と
what to say.
私と
つうわけなんで
We
画像はもう
already
撮っ
took
た
a
し
picture of it.
そのバッジは
Keep the
天音氏
pin
が持ってってよ
Amanechi. I
親
belong
父
to
さ
your
んの
dad
大切
now.
な形見っしょ。
そうする。
Yeah, okay. I stay silent. There is nothing I can say. I could stop Susuha from leaving if I try. But unless she goes, I can't save Mayuri. I
はいはい、パンパカパ
Okay, everyone.
ここで
Da da da
マユシ
da.
ーから
Mayushi has an
重大な発表があります。
important announcement to make. Mayushi suddenly raised her hands and calls for attention. As usual, she completely fails to set the gravity of the situation. Though I suppose it's our fault for not telling her the truth about Susuha's time machine. In any case, she has my attention. What could her announcement be? Could Mayuri have found out that she is fated to die? I quickly glanced at Kurisu, but she seemed just as confused as I am. Then, what is it?
マユシーはですね、
Actually,
すずさんのお父
Mayushi
さん
found Susu-san
見つけま
dead.
した。
は
Huh? What?
マジ
Really? Mayushi puffed out her chest proudly.
会いたい。
Wanna meet him? You do, don't ya?
というわ
Well,
けで
he's here with
今日は
us
お父さんに
today.
来ていただ。どこ？
Where? Everyone, including me, starts looking around. Mayuri has us hooked, line, and sinker. I scan the empty event hall, but there is no one else here. Where could he be?
それで
Allow me to
発表します。
introduce you. Susuha, that
はすずさん
is.
のお父さんはドゥルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルルル
うおセルフドラムロール
Is that a dumb bro?
じゃかじゃ
Tada!
ん。すずさんのお父さん
Sususan,
は
that is. Mayuri flashes Susuha a glint.
くんで
Daru-kun! She tossed her finger at Daru. Our mouths drop. After awkward silence comes awkward laughter.
そのロジックは
That
ジョー
joke
クになってないで
is
しょ。
not even logical.
そもそもこの変態が
It's
結婚なん
impossible
て
for
で
this
きるわ
girl
け
to
ない
get
し。
married in the first place.
ちょ
Hey,
その言い
that
草
kind
ひ
of
どく
person.
ね
いや
I
クリスティ
completely
ーナの
agree
言い
with
草に
Christina.
全面的に
Daru
同意
is
する
fated to become a
ダ
wizard
ルは
when he
30
turns
歳を超え
30.
て
お前ら少しは自重し
Be
ろ
nicer about it,
でも
guys.
事実だから
But
反論
it's the
できない
truth, so I can't object. Daru falls to his hands and knees, devastated. As for Suzuha herself, she clearly doesn't know how to react.
そもそも私の父さん
You know,
こんなに太ってなかった
my
よ
dad wasn't fat.
もう
Geez,
みんなダル君に
you are all so mean to Daru-kun.
うわ僕をかばってくれるのはマユシだ
The
けだ
only
よ
one to stand up for
なん
me.
という天使
You an angel,
さては
Mayushi.
僕に
You
惚れて
love
るな
me? No? Hard.
あのねマユ
Um,
シーの推理だと
Mayushi 100 million percent sure that Daru-kun is Suzuha's dad.
じゃあ聞かせてよ
Okay,
どう証
what
明
is
したのか
your proof?
ピンバッジに書いてある文字のことをね
I was thinking about the letter on the Suzuha pin.
でね G って
After
見て
staring
た
at
ら
it really hard, I noticed
7010
the
の
7 in
7の部分が
7010.
ちょっと変
Look
だ
a
な
little weird.
って気づいてこれはね
Not
7じゃ
a
なくて
7,
2
it's a 2.
なんだ
The
よ
lie fell off
下
the
の横
bottom.
棒がかすれて消えちゃってるだけえ本当に
Really? Suzuha stared at the inscription on the pin again.
小さすぎてよくわかんない
It's
けど
so small I can't tell.
デジカメで撮った画像を
It's
拡
easy
大
to
する
see
と
on
ね
the picture we
気
took
づくよ
2010って西暦のこと
2010.
まさに今年のことじゃない
But that this year.
だったら
Then
最初のアルファベットは何を意味するの
what do the letter means? O S H M star 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 A 7010 or 2010. That's what encrypt on the pin.
簡単だよ
That's easy.
岡部
Okabe,
椎名
Shina,
橋田
Hashida,
牧瀬
Makise,
でもって
and finally Amane.
しょ
What? It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look.
これラボ面の頭文字じゃん
It's our initials.
2010年って言ったら
So I
何か
was
なって
thinking
考
why
えたら
2010.
ね
And then I remember it's the year of the lab memes. The year of the lab memes?
未来ガジェット研究所が
The
でき
future
たのは
gadgets laboratory
今年だ
was found this year.
そういうことか
So that is what it is.
でね
And
す
you
ず
know,
さんから聞いた
Susan
未来の
has
話
lots of
には
story about future
オカリン
Ocarine
と
and
クリスチ
future
ャンの
Christian,
話は出てくる
but
け
not a
ど
single story about
Daru-kun
Daru-kun,
の話は
right?
ちっとも出てこな
それを言うならマユシだって
There weren't any about Mayushi either. Daru observation startled me. It's an obvious thing to wonder about, but it strikes too close to home.
マユシーはラボ面だけど
Well,
タイムマシ
Mayushi
ン
is a
は
lab
作れ
mem,
ないし
but I can't
パ
make
ラサイ
time
トとも
machines,
好きじゃないか
and
ら
they don't like fighting. Of course, I'm not famous. No, the reason there aren't any stories about Mayuri is because she dies in a few hours. Only Kurisu, Suzuha, and I know that, and we say nothing.
でもねダル
But
君はスーパーハッカーだし
A super hacker
オカリンの
and
右腕
Corin's
だ
right
し
arm
電話レン
is
ジちゃん
even
だ
help
って
Ocarine
オカ
make
リン
phone
とダル
wave
君の
junk.
2人で作
So
っ
I
たんだ
thought
か
it
ら
was strange
名前
Suzuha
が出
didn't
て
know
こな
him.
くちゃおかしいと思うの
名前が出てこないすなわち
You are
名前
saying
を
he
偽
used
っている
a different
ってい
name?
うことね
すずさんがいたレジスタース
Baro
を作っ
Title
た
Sun
人の
help
中には
Ocarine found a resistant,
Ocarine
right?
バレルタイターさんもいたんですって2010
He
年の
was
秋葉に
in
いた人
Akiba
で
in 2010.
タイムマシンを独
and
自に研
he
究
was
できる
able
人
to
で
build his own time machine.
オカリンのさんに
Be
会
at
え
the
ると
time
思ったん
machine
だよ
of
ね
Lime Meat. We know that because we tell her.
ちなみにダル君も
Darukun was
その
supposed
オ
to be
フ会
there
に行
too,
こうとして
right?
たでしょ
あれは日本 SF 史を
That
語る上で
meat
重
was
要なオフ会
seriously
だったんだマ
important
ジ
to the
で
history of Japanese
まあ
sci-fi.
天音の
At
尾行
least
つ
I
い
got
でに
to
潜り
sneak
込めた
in
からラ
while
ッキーだ
telling
ったけど
Amanishi. I don't remember that. It must have happened because of the email I sent. This is the curse of reading Steiner. Although I keep my memories from the previous world lives, I don't acquire memories of even on new world lives.
父さんから
Dad
そのオフ
told
会の
me about
話
the
を聞い
meat
たこ
when
と
I
があっ
was
て
little. I don't remember what he said exactly, but I thought I might be able to meet him there.
じゃああの会場で僕に会ってたら
If
そ
I
れで
been
解
at the
決だっ
meet,
た
everything would have been okay?
うーんどうか
Um,
な
I don't know.
その時点では
I don't think I
橋
have
田至
picked
お
you
父さ
out
んだ
as
とは
my
認
dad.
識できなかったかも
Still, the evidence keeps piling up.
あとねタイ
And
ムマシンの名
then
前
there is time machine name
FG204 なんとかかんとか
FG204 something something what was it?
FG204
FG204 second
バージョン
edition
2.31
version 2.31.
そのネーミングセンスは
That's naming
間違いな
sense.
くダル
It's got to be Daru.
それに FG はね
That
きっ
FG
とフューチャーガジェットの略だと思うんだ
future gadgets. So Suzuha time machine is future gadget number 204.
最後に名前
Finally, his name
バレル
Baro
ファイター
title
さんはね
has to be
ダル
Daru-kun.
君しか考えられないよ
そういえば昨日の夜
Come to
マ
think
ユ
of
リから
it,
バレ
last
ルの意
night,
味を教えてって
Marjorie
聞か
asked
れた
how
け
to
ど
say Baro in Japanese.
バレルはね
Baro is Daru
だよ
in
ね
Japanese, right?
クリスちゃん
Christian. Kurisu nos.
ん
Daru.
タル
Taru?
タ
Daru?
ルダル
ダジャ
Is a pun?
レでねでねすずさん
Okay, Susu
橋田至る
san say
10回言ってみ
Ashira
て
itaru 10 times fast.
なんで
Why?
言えばわかるよ
Just say it and find out. Hey, hey.
橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る橋田至る今大
Just
体
now,
って聞こ
did
えな
it
か
sound
った
like Dita?
聞こえた
Did
橋田至る橋田至る
Ashida itaru
橋田至る
itaru
橋田至る
Ashida itaru
マジで
For reals?
マジです
For super reals ไอ้ดารุเป็นพ่อของไอ้มันเนะ I can't believe it. But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Everyone's jaw drops again. Only this time we are staring at Daru and Suzuha.
とってもお似合
I
いの親
think
子だと
she
思うな
looks just like her father.
プラシーボ効果かしらね
That could just
言われてみれ
be
ば
the
二人
placebo
が似てるよ
effect.
うな気もしてきた
But now that you mention it, they kinda look alike.
お手柄だな
Nice work,
名
Mayuri.
探偵椎名真由里だ
You'll make a great detective one day.
名
Detective.
探そんなこと言われ
That's
た
the
の
first time
初めて
anyone
だ
said
よ
that. She's such a dish most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows. My
娘
daughter?
天主が
Manechi is
僕
my
の
daughter? Daru wide-eyed points at Susuha while flapping his lips like a fish out of water.
父さん
Dad,
そういう時はパパと呼びなさい
could you call me Papa instead?
こんな時ぐらい変態はやめ
For
ろよ
once in your life, don't be a perv.
父さん
Dad. Susuha tries to hold back her tears, but can't. She falls from her eyes and roll down her cheeks.
うん
Seeing this, Daru stopped his joking and let Susuha speak.
私
I came, Dad. I came to see you
父さんに会うた
in
め
the
に
time machine you built.
父さんが作っ
うん
Yeah.
父さんのやろうとしていたこと
I'm going to
私が
finish what you
絶対
started.
やり遂げるから
I promise.
うん
Yeah.
だから
Watch over
見て
me.
てほしい
Okay?
見てるよ
I'm
絶対
watching. Of
見てる
course
よ
I am. Susuha walks up to Daru and hugs him gently. Daru awkwardly but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter reunited across time. I'm truly glad we could.
待て
Wait,
もう行くのか
you are going
父親と
already?
積もる話があったりしないの
Don't you
か
have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Susuha's mind is set. I know there's nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, Marjorie dies. I know that. So why am I trying to stop her?
私は大丈夫
No,
きっ
I'm fine
と
now.
IBN5100 を手
I'm
に入
going
れて
to
みせ
get
るから
an IBN 5100 just like I promised. She looks at us with the face of a warrior.
未来を変えるのは
I
たちにかか
bring
って
it
る
to you here in Akihabara.
私は
That's my duty,
荷物をこ
and
の
I
秋
see
葉
it
原に
through.
絶対
The
持って
rest
くるか
is
ら
up to you.
お願い
Change
未来を
the future,
変えてほしい
please. Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words, but she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Susuha has entrusted us with her view and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Susuha comes from is not the future we desire. In Susuha times, Daru and I fought to change it. This time, we make sure it never happens. Marjorie will live. Kurisu will be free. Susuha will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass.
それじゃ35
Well,
年後に会おうね
See you in
君
35
たちに
years.
とっては数時間後か
Though I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys. Haha.
そうそう
Oh,
タイムマシンが時間跳躍するとき
the
紫
time
外線光が
machine
すごいから
gives off
直視しない方
terrific
がいいよ
ultraviolet rays when you jump, so make sure not to look directly at it. With the final warning, Susuha boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the hatch closes behind her. Moments later, the machine comes to life. A trio alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite's sudden activity. They all look up and point. My phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. The mail is from Suzuha. Goodbye. Then I failed to stop her on the previous world line. She sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelopes the fuselage. I squint my eyes against the brilliant
鈴葉
Suzuha. We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out at our time. I know that I will make the effort. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light.
鈴葉
Suzuha,
きっとまた会おうな
I'm sure we meet again.
僕その時まで頑張るから
I do my best
頑張るだな
until
んて
then.
父さんにこんな言
I
葉しか
hate
出なくて
myself for not
自分の
knowing
ボキャブラリ
any
ーの
other
貧
way
弱
to
さが
say
嫌
it.
になるけどさ
But I do my best.
とにかく僕は頑張るから鈴
I
葉
do
も
my best, I promise.
頑張って
So
な
Suzuha, do your best too. His words probably can't reach her anymore. As the light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radius particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. The next thing I know, Suzuha time machines had vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Vatican wall. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and seemed to pulse softly when the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past, as if the wind were fate itself. Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn her departure. In about an hour and a half, Moeka group will attack the lab. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBN 5100 that Suzuha went to 1975 to obtain. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuha said. 54 years old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine disappear would be her clue to bring the IBN 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there is no 54 years old woman waiting for us. It seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. No more running. Kurusu gasps for breath while Mayuri calmly munches on a banana. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye. The meter reads 0.337187%. The virgin hasn't changed. Reading Steiner didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. Let's think this through. I thought that divergence changed the instant Suzuha obtained an IBN 5100 in 1975. But maybe there is something else that needs to happen. Will it change the instant Suzuha hands me the IBN 5100? Or will it change when we use the IBN 5100 to delete my email from the CERN database? At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuha to arrive.
今はさ、鈴葉は54歳になってるわけでしょ。
Suzuha is 54 by now, right? After catching his place, Daru speaks.
自分の娘が
My
30以上も
daughter is
年上になっ
30
て
years
るのっ
older
て
than me.
見たい
I
よ
don't
うな
know if
見
you
た
want
く
to
ない
see
よ
that.
うな変な
You
気分
weird
だお。
man.
それどころか
You
結
know,
婚してもう孫がい
it
ても
wouldn't
お
be
かしくないわ
unusual
ね
for her to have
54歳な
grandchildren
ら
by that age.
つまり僕はこの年にし
You
て
mean
ひ孫の姿を
I could
拝める
have
と
great grandkids?
どんな顔
I
して
don't know
いい
if
か
I'm
わ
ready
かん
for
ね
that, man.
ひいおじいちゃんらしく
Just be
どうや
super
って
nice
構
to
えてれ
them.
ばいいと思うよ
That's what grandpas do.
え。ひいおじいちゃんって言わんでくれ。
Please don't call me grandpa. A knock on the door interrupts their idle chatter. It must be Suzuha. Everyone looks at me with a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety. I slowly open the door.
うん、岡部。
Okabe. Instead of an old woman, we get a wall of muscle. Our disappointment is palpable.
なんだ
Oh,
あなたか
you?
なあ、うちのバイト来てないか。
Have you seen my part-timer? Mr. Blonde peeks into the lab.
すずさんならね
If you are looking for
35年
Susan, she went 35 years.
シャラップまゆり
Shut up, Mayuri. Kurisu covers Mayuri mouth.
なんか知ってんのか。
You
あ
know
いつどこ行った
something?
んだよ。
Where that girl ran off to?
ここ数日ずっと休みっぱなし
She
で
took the last
次
couple
にい
days
つバイ
off
ト出るか
and
わ
I
かんねえ
don't
んだよ
know
な。
when she comes
携
back.
帯に電話しても繋がらねえし
She wouldn't even answer her phone. We don't have time for this, but I can't just order him to leave. Not unless I want another cracked skull.
彼女は
She said she went
実
back
家に
to
帰
her
ると言っていました
hometown. She's probably gone for food, gone
こ
for
こには
good.
来ないでしょ
何
What?
そうなのか。
You sure?
あのガキ
That
雇い主
brat.
は俺には一言もなしか
She didn't say a word to me. The future is changing. Isn't this blue? Oh, my previous leaves, Mr. Blonde never came by the lab. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Now, as long as the attacker field doesn't amend history again. Mr. Blonde sighed, then turned to me with a serious expression.
まあいいわ。
Well,
こうして訪ねてきたのは
Whatever.
岡部。
I've got something for you, Okabe.
俺に
For me? He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rintaro, but there is no stamp or postmark. The name Hashida Suzu is written on the back.
これは
What is this?
前に俺が世話
It's
になっ
from
た
the
人から
lady
の手
who
紙だ
used。to own this
今
building.
日お前
She
に
asked
渡し
me
て
to
くれ
give
って
it to
頼
you
まれた。
on this day.
え
Hmm?
誰
おめえこそ
How
すずさん
did you
と
know
は
Suzu-san
どういう関
anyway?
係
Suzu-san? Suzu-san, of course. The name on the back reads Hashida Suzu. Hashida is Daru's surname.
この女性は今どこに
Where is she now? Huh?
いや 10年前に亡くなったんだ。
She passes away 10 years ago.
亡くなっ
Passed away? She's dead? A wave of dizziness nearly swept me off my feet.
いくつぐらいの人だっ
How old was she?
50は超えてなかった
Mid
な
40s, I think. The age is.
渡してくれて感謝します
Thank you for taking care of this letter, Mr. Blonde. え
これもしかしてすずさん？
Is it from Susu-san?
マジでなんで店長が
Seriously? Why did he have it? Mr. Blonde clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we are not about to explain. I thank him again. He gumbled a bit and leaves. As soon as he gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Our eyes transfixed begin to read.
岡部倫太郎様、
Dear Okabe Rintaro,
お久しぶりです。
it's me,
天
Amane
音鈴葉
Susuha, Hashida
橋田
Taita's
大会の
daughter.
娘です。
It's been a long time.
あなたにとっては
Though for
つ
you,
い
I'm
数時
sure
間前
only
以
a
来
few
のことかも
hours
しれ
have
ない。
passed.
今は
The
西暦
date
2000
is
年
June
の
13, the
6
year
月13
2000,
日です。これをあなたが読んでいる
meaning I'm
大体
writing
10
this
年
10
前という
years
ことになり
before
ま
you
す。
will read.
結論だけ
I get right to the point.
失敗した。
I fail.
失
I
敗した。
fail.
失
I
敗した
fail. I
失
fail.
敗
I
した
fail. I fail. I
失敗
fail.
した
I
失敗した失敗した
fail.
失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した失敗した
I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail.
私は失敗した
I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I
失敗
fail.
した失敗した失敗した失敗した私は失敗した失敗
I fail. I fail. I fail.
今は西
The
暦
date
2000年の
is June 14, the
6
year
月14
2000.
日ですこれをあなたが読んでいる
About 9 or 10 years before you will read
10
this,
年前になり失敗した
I fail.
私が私だということを思い出したの
I
は
only remember who I was 1 year ago today,
恐怖の大王が落ち
the
るとか言
day
われてた日
Nostradamus said the king of terror would come.
バカだバカだ
Stupid
何が恐怖の大王だど
king of terror.
うせなら落ちて
He
くれれ
should
ばよ
have
かった
come and burned us all away.
私はこの24年間
For 24 years,
記憶を失
I
っていた
forgot who I was.
覚えていたのは名前ぐらいだった
All I could remember was my name.
思い出したのはほんの
I
1年前だった
finally remember 1 year ago,
恐怖の大王が落ちると
the
言われ
day
て落ち
the
なか
king
った
of
日
terror was supposed to come but didn't.
恐怖の大王なんてどこにも
There
いない
is
けど
no king of terror,
私は死にたい
but I want to die.
修理が完全じゃなかった
The repairs
タイム
were
マシンは不具合
incomplete.
があった
The time machine malfunctioned.
1975
When
年
I
に飛んだ
arrived
時
in
何も覚えていな
1975,
かった
I couldn't remember anything.
それを今になって思い出す
They
私は真っ
found
白で
me
どう
lying
したらい
in
い
the
か分からず
street like a broken
施
doll
設に保護
and
された
took me to a hospital.
今は一人暮らしをしているけ
Now,
ど
I've been living on my own for years.
橋田鈴というまっ
But
さら
that's
な
as
人間として
Hashida Susu, a normal person who forgot the duty of mission of Amane Susuha.
完
I
全に忘れてい
only
て去年
remember
思い出し
last
た
year.
失敗した失
I
敗した
fail,
失
I
敗した
fail,
失
I
敗した
fail, I
失
fail,
敗
I
した失
fail,
敗
I
した失
fail,
敗
I
した
fail,
失
I
敗した失敗した
fail.
私は失敗
I fail, I fail, I fail, I fail, I fail, I fail, I fail. I'm a failure.
何が原因なの
Something
トラベル
went
はうまく
wrong.
いかなかった
I don't know
父さんの
what.
修理が完全じゃな
The
かった
repairs were incomplete,
お父さんは悪くない
but it's not that fault,
私
it's
が悪い
mine.
んだまっすぐ
I
1975
should
年へ
have
飛
gone
んでいれば
straight
よ
to
かった
1975. I
2010
should
年
have
に寄り道
stopped
する
in
べきじゃなかった
2010.
わ
But
が
I
まま
was
を言ってる場合
selfish,
じゃな
and
か
now
っ
the
た
future
こ
is
れじゃ未
doomed.
来は変わらない IBN 5500は
There
手
is
には入れられ
no
なかった
IBN 5100.
ごめん
I'm
ご
sorry.
めんね
I'm so sorry.
私は何のた
For
めに
what
この
purpose
年まで生きて
I
きたんだろ
live
う
to this age.
使命を忘れて
I
ただ
forgot
のう
my
のうと生きて
duty
きた
and live a carefree life instead.
こんな人生
Now,
何の意味もない
my life has no meaning at all.
意味がない
It's
意味がない
worthless,
意味がない
wordless.
思い出さなければよかった
I wish I hadn't remember.
思い出せてよかった
I'm glad I finally remember.
君に謝ることが
I'm
できてよ
glad
かった
I had this chance to say sorry.
許して
Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
私の計画は狂ってしまった
My plan failed.
その原因を
I spent this whole year asking myself why.
そして
I finally figured out
私が
if
1975
I
年へ飛
hadn't
ぶのを
postponed my
一
leave
日で
to
もためらわなければ
1975,
こんな
this
ことに
wouldn't
はな
have
らなかった
happened.
岡部倫太郎
Wakabe Rintaro,
君はあのタイムマシンオ
after
フ
the
会の
offline
後
meet, you stopped me from
1975
going
年
to
へ飛ぼうとした私を引き
1975.
止めたそれはとても嬉しかったけど
I was really happy,
そこで引き
but
止めた
that
のは
is
失
where
敗だっ
it
たんだ
all went wrong.
私はあの日
I should have
飛ばな
left.
ければならなか
I
ったん
shouldn't
だ
have waited. That
あの
was
日を
my
逃
last
したらダ
chance.
メだったんだ引き止められたから
That night,
その夜に雷
there
雨があっ
was a
て
thunderstorm.
Time
My
machine
time
が壊れ
machine
て
was
しまったんだ
flooded.
もしも時間を
If
戻せ
you
るなら
can go back to that day, please, please
あの日
let
の
me
私を
leave.
引きそうすれば私は
Then I
君
can
たちに
bring you the IBN
IBN5100 を届けられる
5100.
使命を
I can
果たせ
fulfill my mission.
私は
Please,
使命を果た
that's
し
all
た
I
い
want.
父さんと
I
約束
promise
したから
that
父さんの意
this
志だから
was his dream.
私の未来を
I want to change the future.
変えたいごめん
I'm sorry.
ごめん
I'm sorry.
ごめん
I'm sorry.
こんな人生を
My life was
無意味だった
meaningless. My hands curl, clumbering the page. I realize that I am crying. Susuha failed? She lost her memory? Her life was meaningless. This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces like mine are frozen in disbelief. I turn to Daru. He is whiter than a sheet.
ダル
Daru,
タイムマシ
did
ン
you
は
fix the time machine?
な
I
治ってた
I
は
did.
ずだよ
I thought I did. But
は
I
ずだ
mean,
けど
that was my first time
そも
repairing
そ
a
もタ
time
イムマシ
machine.
ンを直すの
I
なん
might
て
have
初め
missed
てだっ
something.
たし
見落としたと
Miss something?
そのせいでお前の娘は
Whatever you missed
24年間
was
も
your daughter
記憶を失ったのだぞ。
24 years of her life.
僕だって好きで見落としたわけじゃ
Do it on purpose.
そうよ二人と
Calm
も
down,
落ち着きな
both
さ
of
い
you. Hashida
橋田は
did
できる限り
everything
の
he
ことを
could.
精一
He
杯やっ
doesn't
た
deserve your anger,
彼を
Okabe.
責めるの
お前はなんでそんなに冷静なん
How
だ
can you be so calm?
こういう性格なの
That's how I
悪か
am
ったな。
sorry. Now calm
とにか
down.
く落ち着
It's not Daru's fault, I know that. But it can't end like this, it can't. What was Susuha feeling as she wrote this letter? I look again at the words scrawled up on the page. Every character resonant with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Susuha is dead, 10 years gone. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Blonde must know what happened. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Blonde is outside, closing up shop.
ミスター・ブラウン
Mr. Blonde I run downstairs
お岡部
Okabe
例のラジカンの人工衛星
the
消えた
satellite
って
up
よ
and disappear
大騒ぎらしいぜ
everyone's talking about it I guess it's already made the news
そんなことより
Please I need to know
なんだ
Know what?
橋田鈴さんの
Hashida Susu-san
亡くなった状
How
況につ
did
い
she
て
die?
知
Why
ってどう
do
す
you
る
want to know that? He looks at me hard. I meet his unflinching.
俺は
I don't know anything about how she died.
彼女の最後を
I need to know what her last
知って
moment
おか
were
なけれ
like.
ばならない
I feel
そんな
that
気が
it's
するん
my
です
duty to know, to engrave her memory
そうしな
into
くちゃ
my
いけないん
heart.
だ
単なる好奇心ってわけじゃ
Sound
な
like
さそう
you
だ
have got a reason.
なでもう
What
一
I
度
want
聞
to
くが
know is how you knew
すず
her.
さんと
古い
She was
知り合いです
an old acquaintance. That's all I can say.
とても古い知り合いで
A very old
でも
acquaintance, but I still
彼女
remember
と
the
過ごした
time I
わずかな
spent
時間
with
を
her.
聞かせて
So please tell
く
me.
ださい
あまり言いたくはないんだがな
I don't like to talk about it, but alright,
これ
listen
から
good
俺が言う
Okabe.
ことは心して
I
聞け
slowly nod,
いいか
and then I get my answer.
自殺だ
It was suicide. The word drops on my heart like an anvil. My knees give out. I collapse to the pavement. Suicide.
自宅で首
She
を吊って
hung
な
herself at home.
俺
I
が
was the one who
第
found
一
her.
発見者だ
My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter, words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve to break and end.
そんなことになる1年ぐらい前から
She became
精神的に
unstable
随
about a
分
year
不安定
before
に
it
なったな
happened.
そ
Before
れまで
that,
は
she was a
明る
nice,
くて優しい人だった
cheerful
んだ
lady.
俺はあの
This
人の家
building
に
was hers.
下宿さ
She
せても
gave
らって
me
た
a
んだ
place to stay.
スーズさんは天涯孤独だ
She
った
had
し
no relatives,
葬
you
式に
know.
はほとんど人は
Almost
来
no
なかっ
one
た
came to her funeral.
寂しいも
It
んだ
was
った
a
さ
sad thing to see.
さっきの手紙は
She handed
ス
me
ーズさ
this
んが死
letter
ぬ
a
1
week
週
before
間
it
前に
happened.
渡された
Told me to give it to a young man
2010
named
年の今
Okabe
日になったら
Rintaro on
岡
this
部倫太郎
exact
とい
date.
う青年スーズさんは予
When
知
you
能力
moved
でも
in
持ってたのか
upstairs,
と思
I
った
thought
ぜ
Susan must have
お
seen
め
the
えが上に
future or
越してき
something.
た時はな
Enough. I can't take it anymore. I try to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder.
おかり
Okarin, are you okay? Mayuri, it must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Mayuri hear how Susuha died? Her eyes are wet. Her lips are trembling. Still, she is the one supporting me. Mayuri and I bow deeply to Mr. Blonde and return to the lab. When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer, head on the table. Kurisu is standing in front of the TV, watching an excited report talk about Radican. The disappearance of the satellite is huge news, obviously. The launch is silent, save for the TV. I look at the table. The divergence meter is still read 0.33718.7%. It hasn't changed since before Susuha left. What went wrong? I can't go back 10 years with the time leap machine. I can't do anything about Susuha's death. Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe then this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No, what choice did I have? I can't save Mayuri without the IBN 5100. Suzuha had to travel to 1975. I consider my options. What if I redo this 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? Is fixing the time machine even possible? Daru's skills are second to none, and the time machine was built by his own hand 26 years in the future. It seemed logical that he would be able to fix it. But look at it other way. It took Daru 26 years to learn enough to build the time machine, and he had to reverse engineer CERN to do it. Maybe it's unreasonable to expect our Daru to perform forest repairs in only 2 days. In that case, can I have Daru use the time leap machine and repeat these 2 days until he repairs it? No. Here we have to start from scratch each time. 2 days just aren't enough. I collapse onto the sofa and bury my face in my hands. Mayuri sits next to me and gently rubs my back. I'm grateful for her kindness. I recall what Suzuha wrote. If you can go back to that day, please let me leave. The email I sent, could that be the cause? On the original world line, Suzuha lived to 1975 after failing to meet her dad. Unsatisfied with that outcome, I sent a email to convince myself to follow Suzuha and prevent her from leaving. As a result, she remained in 2010 for an additional 4 days. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, if I hadn't sent that email to myself, her time machine would not have malfunctioned. She would have arrived safely in 1975. The solution is obvious. I need to cancel that email. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, wouldn't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Our frantic search through the street of Okiba. Her heartfelt confession on the roof of the Vatican. Her tearful reunion with her father Daru. All of it will be undone. What do I do? An urgent bulletin popped on the TV. I look up in surprise. Bomb threat suspense Yamanote Sofu Kai Hin Tono Hoku lies. Damn, more government will be here any minute. There is no time to think, no time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break into the blonde proof workshop and turn on 42-inch CRT. Then I return to the lab and activate the time leap machine.
岡部
What
ど
are
うす
you
るつも
doing,
り
Okabe? Kurusu demands answer. I can see the fears in her eyes.
なんとかしなければ
You
ならない
can't just leave it like this. I have to do
このままで
something.
いい
Okabe.
おかり
But Okorin, are you sure? Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are 2 options. I can cancel the email that convinced me to pursue Suzuha. Sending a contradictory email should do the trick. Or I can time leap again and prevent Suzuha from leaving. 2 options, but really just one. Do not hesitate, Okabe Rintaro. Hesitation is unforgivable. You already know what you must do. Stop pursuit. Last mail. Eastern trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go.
来るぞ
Kurisu,
お前は
you
日
good
付を正確に
at
覚えて
remembering days, aren't you?
え
Well,
え
sure.
ま
鈴葉の励まし会をやったの
When
はいつ
did we throw the party for Susaha?
あ4日前
4
8
days
月
ago,
9日
August 9.
おかり D
You
メー
are
ルを送
sending
る
an email, Corinne,
でも
but
そした
wouldn't
ら
that make everything
全部消
disappear?
えちゃうんだよ
4 days. It may not sound like much, but in that time we formed a definite bond with Susuha. To send this email is to sever that bond. I know that. But this is the only choice I have. I set the phone wave to 97 hours ago. The email should arrive a few hours after the first. Now I just need to send it. Save Marjorie. This is my purpose. That is what drove me to leave through time. I do whatever it takes to save her. This is just one more sacrifice. Erase the time you spent with Susuha. Destroy whatever bond you had. Send the email. Push the button. Isn't that what Susuha wants? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Save Susuha. Save Marjorie. This is the right thing to do. This is right. But is it really? Is erasing those memories really the right thing to do? Isn't that just running away from reality? Shouldn't I try time leaping first? Maybe there is another way. What should I do? What is the right choice? Stop. You are starting to doubt. Maybe doubt. I don't know the answer. But I need to reach a conclusion or else I can't do it. I can't send this email. Acting on impulse, I don the headgear and punch in for the X-hour time leap.
解放はあるの
Do you have a plan? I ignore her and bite down hard on my lip. As a taste of blood in my mouth, I press the button. The world twisted. My legs shake. I cover my eyes and wait for my sense to return to normal. 1,000 emotions stampede through my skull, then fade away. I stare vacantly at Kurisu, who is standing in front of me. At first, I can't hear over the buzzing in my ears, but little by little, her voice becomes clear.
ほらふらついてるじゃ
You're
ない
shaking.
まだ2日目なの
You've
に
only been at it for
そ
2
んなに
days,
疲れててどうすん
and
の
you
よ
are already exhausted. Kurisu taps her finger at me like an angry school teacher.
ピンバッジはきっと見つか
We
る
still have plenty of
ま
time
だ
to
時
fight
間はあるん
the
だから
pain. You don't
そ
have
んな
to
に
be
焦らない
in
で
such a hurry.
よりあんたにぶっ倒れられたら
What then?
私はともか
I
く
wouldn't be worried about
マユリが
you,
心
but
配するでしょ
Mayuri sure will.
少しは
Take care of
自分
yourself,
の体も
got
い
it?
たわりなさい
The time leave work.
は
Yeah, got it.
あ分かってる
I nod to Kurisu, then collapse onto the sofa. I couldn't sacrifice either of them. In a sense, I am running away. But there was no other choice. No other way to save Susuha and Marjorie both. In 2 days, Mayuri will die and Suzuha will be lost to the past. If these 2 days are all we have left, then all I can do is repeat them forever. Let these 2 days be the rest of my life. The wind carries my cheek. I push down on the pedal and begins the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes resolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
気持ちいいね
The weather is so nice.
なんで僕が
Why
こ
didn't
ん
I
な
have
こ
to
と
come
に付き
along?
合わ
同感だ
Here, here, huh? The wind
っていう
too
か
strong.
なるくんはねメタ
You're
ボ
a
だ
little
からもっ
chubby,
と
Daruku.
運動して
I
おくべ
think
き
you
だ
need
と
to
思う
exercise more.
デブオタ上等
Fat neck beat master race. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike.
いい景色だな
What a view! But here you can see across Tokyo Bay, all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Akiba and I jumbo squad of central Tokyo are 2 hours right behind us. Here on this artificial island, there are only skyscraper and wagon lots. One time, I took the bus back to Akiba after Komima, so I already knew how close it was, but I never thought I'd come here by bike. Except for Suzuha, we all using rent a cycle. I wanted a chance to paint from the siege for the unfireable pit, so I purposed this cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pit belonged to and who Suzuha's father is, but I have chosen not to tell anyone. If at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace and delay Suzuha's timetable. That is my goal now.
出発するまではさ
I thought this trip
ただの
would be
時
a
間の
waste
無駄
of
遣い
time
と思
at
ってた
first,
け
but
ど
I guess people
た
need
ま
to
には
take a
こういう
break
時間も
once
必要な生
in
き
a
物なん
while.
だね
私は
I'd rather
タイム
be
リープマ
working
シンを
on
作
the
ってる
time
方
leap
が
machine.
引きこもりが最
Just
強だと
prove that I belong.
証明されま
二人ともグダ
The
グダ
two
だね
are one out.
だらしないなそんなんじゃ生き残れないよ
Come on, guys. Stamina is the key to survival. Kurusu and Daru are exhausted, while Suzuha and Mayuri are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Arike, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy.
水は自動販売機はまだ
Where
今なら
is
コ
a
ップ一
vending
杯分
machine
の
I
水の
could
ために
use
人
for a
殺し
glass
もでき
of
そうだ
water?
お
残念ながらこの橋を含めて
But there's
あと
no
2つ橋を
convenience
渡ら
store
ないと
until we cross
コンビニはな
another
い
bridge after this
そ
one.
こまで辛抱しろ
Tough it out.
マジで無理
Serious?
もう無理
I can't. It's impossible.
オカリン
Wow,
詳し
Corinne.
いんだね
You really know the area. Have you been here before?
ああなんだ
Yeah, many times. How long have you been living in this close group of time? It's already getting hard to keep track of the days, so instead, I take it 2-day cycles. This should be the 4th cycle. This time, only I know that Mayuri is fated to die. By keeping the secret, I allow us to spend these days like normal kids our age would. This cycling expedition is part of that. Suzuha and Mayuri enjoy the ride, so I make sure we do it each time I repeat the rule. Our current destination is Tokyo Big, the massive convention center in Arika. In a few days, it will be home to Komima, the world's largest doujinshi marketplace event.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトは
size
すぐ
to the head. It should
あと
take
10
more
分も
than
しないうちに
10
着くだろ
minutes to get there.
その前に休憩を
Let's take a break first. Daru has used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail, separating us from the road. I turn and pull up next to Daru's bike.
そのままの格好でいると危ないぞ
It's not safe
体を起こせ
there. Come on.
ちょっと休ませ
Let
てよ
me rest.
危ないんだと言っているだろ
I said it's not safe. I sigh and pull Daru up by the arm.
わかったわかった
Okay,
から
okay. Daru stands up. A second later, a huge truck speeds past. The gust of wind left in its wake nearly bounds us over. The bridge swayed beneath our feet.
危ねえ
That was close. It probably would have hit him anyway, but still, best to be careful.
オカリンのおかげで助かった
You saved me, Ocarina.
なんかね
You know, that was almost like Ocarina saw the
見
future.
えてたの
D メールでも使った
You
ん
got
で
a
しょ
email, did you? Mayuri innocent smile. Kurisu critical grin. To them, it's a joke, but they are not mistaken. The only thing they got wrong was that I didn't send an email. I time leaked. Susuha's eyes meet mine. She was laughing like a moment ago, but now she looks confused and uncertain. I avert my eyes.
聖地よ
Holy
私
land,
は帰ってき
I
た
have returned. Daru, his vehicle restored, faced his big side with his arms spread wide.
人がいない時
Wow.
に来るのって
I've never seen it
初
this
めて
empty.
だよ
こんなに広かったのね
Look at all the
な
space.
のに
It's
コミマ
hard to
中は
believe
人で埋め
they
尽く
filled
される
this
とか
whole area during
ありえ
Komima.
ない
In the emptiness, it is easy to see how truly majestic Big is. At Komima, when you are waiting through a sea of people, just another big building.
マユシ
Hey,
ーはお腹空い
Mayushi
ちゃった
hungry.
近くにファミレスあるべ
Isn't there a
そこで
restaurant
一休みし
nearby?
ようよ
Let's take a break.
帰りも同じ距離を
I
走らない
can't
といけ
believe
ない
we
のよ
have
ね
to buy all the way
そ
back.
れを考えたら
What a
鬱だ
nightmare. The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Susuha is still gazing at Big Sight.
鈴葉
What
どうした
wrong, Susuha? I asked the patient, though I already know how she will answer. She excited to see Big Sight in real life.
ビッグサイト
I'm
生で見ら
excited
れ
to
て
see
感
Big
動
Sight in real life. Susuha's eyes are shining.
2036年にはさ
It's
ビ
gone
ッグサ
by
イトってなくなっちゃってる
2036, you
んだよ
know?
ねより大規模な埋め立て計画
They
に
create
で
it to make
もっ
way
と大
for
きなイベン
bigger,
ト会場
better
がゴロゴロしてる
convention center.
ドームだって
Tokyo moved
あ
them
の
to
辺
my
に移
town.
転してきてるし
They even moved the dome out there. Susuha point to the middle of Tokyo Bay.
でもささっき橋田至が言ってたけど
Don't call it the Holy
聖地
Land.
扱いされてるんだ
So
よ
the
ね
time you see it in this town,
コミマっていうすごいイベント
so
があるん
this
で
is
しょ
where they come
私の
Komima.
母さんもその
I
イ
have
ベント
heard
に
of
参加
it.
してて
Hundreds
そ
of
こで父さ
thousands
ん
of
と会
people
ったん
come,
だって
right?
話してくれ
Mom
たよ
said that where she met my dad.
なるほど
Um,
お前の母親は
so your mother
不女子だ
was
った可
a
能性があるな
Fujoshi?
だからさ
I
ずっ
have
と見たかったんだ
always
よね
wanted to see this place. Thank you, Okabe
バカで
Rintaro.
りんたろちょっとだけ
I
父さん
feel
に近づ
closer
けた
to
気
my
が
dad
する
now. A sharp pain stabbed through my heart. I know who Susuha's father is. He's right over there. But I wouldn't tell her. Not until the afternoon of 13 when the time leap machine is complete. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days of peace.
オーカリー
Oh, Corinne! Suzuhan!
早く早く
Come on, come on!
ほら呼んでる行こうよ
Come on,
私もお
I'm
腹空いちゃっ
starving.
た
Susa grabs my hand and we take off running. Somehow, I managed to force a smile. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. Every day will be fun forever. The wind caressed my cheek. I pushed down on the pedal and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes resolved slowly, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozed out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
気持ちいいね
The weather so nice.
なんで僕が
Why
こ
did
ん
they
な
have
こ
to
とに
come
付き合う
along?
同感だわ
Same here.
っていうか
The wind
風
too
強すぎ
strong.
ダル君はねメタボ
A
で
little sharpy,
もっと
Daruku.
運動しておくべきだ
I
と
think
思
you
う
need
よ
to exercise more.
デブオタ上等
Fat neck beat master race. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike.
いい景色だな
What a view! From here you can see across Tokyo Bay all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Except for Suzuha, we are all using orange bicycle. I wanted a change pace from the search for the unfireable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition.
出発するまではさ
I thought
ただ
the
の時
trip
間の
would
無
be
駄
a
遣い
waste
と
of
思
time
って
at
たけ
first,
ど
but I
た
guess
まには
people
こう
need
い
to
う時
take a
間も
break
必
once
要な
in
生
a
き物
while.
なんだ
私は
I
タイ
rather
ムリープマシンを作
on
って
the
る方
time
が
limit machine.
引きこもり
This
が
is
最
the
強だ
proof
と
that I belong indoor.
二人ともグダグダ
Two
だね
or one out, hehe.
だらしないの
Come on, guys,
Sometimes
stamina
you
is
put it
key
on
to
you.
survival. Kurusu and Dalu are exhausted, but Susaha and Mayuri are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Eureka, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy.
水は
Water?
自動販売
Where's
機
the
はま
vending
だ
machine? I could queue
今
for
な
a
ら
glass
コ
of
ップ一
water.
杯
残念ながら
Sorry,
この橋を
but
含
there
め
is
て
no
あと
convenience
2つ
store
橋を渡らないと
until
コン
we
ビニは
cross
ない
under the bridge
そ
after
こまで
this
辛
one.
抱しろ
To tap it out, I reply mechanically.
マジで
You serious?
無理
I can't?
もう
Is it
無
possible?
理
オカリン
Wow,
詳しい
Ocarina.
んだね
You really
この
know
辺
the
来たこと
area.
あ
Have
る
you
の
been here before?
ああなんだ
Yeah, many times. What cycle is this? My 10? It must be more than that by now. I'm still repeating the same 2 days. Moeka attacks, Mayuri dead. Those things will never ever happen.